Good evening and welcome to Nonsense Talk Live. I'm Ghosh with you. A big breaking news is coming, and once again, West Bengal is in the headlines for wrong reasons. Well, this is quite expected. Since Trinamool is in power, we cannot expect any good news, can we? Sorry for being sarcastic, but unfortunately, this is the truth. And this time, once again, it's State Fisheries Minister in Mamata Banerjee cabinet has ashamed Bengalis, has ashamed Bengal, and has ashamed the humanity. This man had the audacity to question the looks of President Draupadi Murmu. During a rally in Nandigram in West Bengal, this man questioned the looks of Draupadi Murmu and went on saying that we are tolerating President Draupadi Murmu in spite of her looks. Filthy, and really I don't have any words to contain. But honestly, I am not astonished a bit. Because if we go by the culture, if we go by the history, if we go by the tradition of Trinamool, then we will see this is the cult culture of Trinamool. Don't forget, Supremo Mamata Banerjee using such filthy words for Prime Minister Narendra Modi ahead of assembly polls during the campaign. She said, when Prime Minister Narendra Modi will come to West Bengal for campaigning, we will give him stone chips to eat. Is this our tradition? Forget about Bengal. Is this our tradition? As a humanity, we call Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Is this our tradition? Is this the tradition she boasts of? The Bengali culture, Rabindranath Tagore, Nazrul Islam. Is this our tradition? Is this the tradition of any Bengali household to give stone chips even to his or her foe or enemy? But anyway, this story is going to be very big. And if my journalism, if my experience in journalism is right and correct, then I would say this is just a building up story. In coming days, this is going to be bigger. Bigger, in fact, that Trinamool cannot even expect. I was listening to one of the channel and I was surprised to hear spokesperson Shashi Panja, a close confidant of Mamata Banerjee, trying to not exactly shield the fisheries minister Akhil Giri, but she was raising arguments that Prime Minister used to say Didi, oh Didi, quote unquote. Shashi Panja forget that Prime Minister said Didi, oh Didi, but our Chief Minister, Bengal Chief Minister, Supremo said, we will give him stone chips, we will slap him. Is calling Didi derogatory or slapping Prime Minister or giving stone chips to Prime Minister is more derogatory? Perhaps Trinamool doesn't have this much sense, I am sorry to say, this much sense or this much analytical preview to understand. Finally, as I said, this story is going to be bigger because sooner or later we are going to have the winter session of Parliament, and this is going to be a very big story in the winter session. Mark my words. But in the coming days, this is going to be a very big story. So just keep your finger crossed and wait how the story builds up. And one fine day, Trinamool, of course, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee is silent, and she will be silent on this. If I am again correct in my journalism, she will stay silent. Abhishek Banerjee will stay silent. Even Shashi Panja and Kunal Ghosh, who were there when this thing was taking place, of course they said party doesn't accept, party doesn't support this, or this is not a party stand. But they didn't have the guts to stop Giri there and say, you cannot say these words. This is going to be a very big story, mark my words, because this is an insult to the highest office, to President Draupadi Murmu. And finally, Draupadi Murmu is one of the most simple president we have ever have, because she is someone who belongs to a strata from where she has come She has seen hard days, she has seen derogatory words, she has seen insults. But she is living a very simple life. We saw this in Puri recently, where she walked over 2 kilometers to have a darshan of Lord Jagannath at Puri Dham.